And here we are. We are going to talk about polynomial long division. We have some special guests here, Maya and Sammy. Yay! So they're going to help us out here. Of course, Mr. Haas is here.
Yeah, thanks.
So we don't really know why we're doing this yet, but that will all become clear. When you look at these rational functions, it's a fraction, right? What does that line mean? What does that line mean?
Division.
Division! Of course that means division. So why can't we divide these? We're going to do long division. I'm sure you all remember how to do long division. So we won't even refresh your memory on that because I'm sure you're experts. Basically, you're going to do about the same thing, but we're going to divide these polynomials. So here we go. I'm going to divide x plus 3 into that numerator. X to the third plus 2x squared plus 8x plus 1. All right, it's just a procedure. You have to kind of follow the steps of the procedure, and again, you'll figure out why we're doing this later in class. So, I start by looking at that x, and I think to myself, x times what equals x cubed? X times what equals x cubed?
X squared.
X squared, exactly right. So, I need to multiply x times x squared. So I put the x squared up there. Now I multiply x squared times x plus 3. So x squared times x, there's my x cubed. X squared times 3 is plus 3x squared. Okay? And now we're going to subtract. X cubed minus x cubed is 0 by design. 2x squared minus 3x squared is?
Negative x squared.
Negative x squared. You got it. Now you're just going to do the same process over and over again. So, what I need to do, if you might remember this from long division, you bring down the next guy, plus 8x. All right? So now, start again. X times what equals negative x squared? Any ideas from the peanut gallery?
Negative x.
Negative x. So minus x goes up here. Now I'm going to multiply negative x times x. Negative x squared. Negative x times 3 minus 3x. Boom. What do I do next? Subtract. Isn't this fun? So we have negative x squared minus a negative x squared. Two negatives, of course. Make a positive, so those cancel out. 8x minus a negative 3x. That's really 8x plus 3x, which gives you 11x. We're almost there. Bring down the next one. So now we have 11x plus 1. Start that process again. X times what gives me 11x?
11.
11. So 11 is what I'm multiplying by. Now you take that 11 and multiply it by x plus 3. 11 times x, 11x. 11 times 3 plus 33. I subtract. Boom, boom. 11x minus 11x, 0. 1 minus 33 is negative 32. All right. X times what? Well, it doesn't really make sense to keep on going here. Okay, this is going to be my remainder. You remember when you have remainders? So basically, I just divide it, and this is basically what it's equal to, plus the remainder. And I think I'm going to run out of room here. So I'll write over here, this guy, basically when I divided it equal x squared minus x plus 11 plus my remainder. Well, what is my remainder? It's negative 32 divided by x plus 3. And there we have it.
So we're going to do one more of these bad boys, and again I have my able-bodied assistants. Yeah, great. Okay, great. So I'm going to divide x plus 2 into 2x cubed minus 3x minus 1. The only thing is, I noticed that I don't have an x squared term here, so I'm actually going to adjust this slightly. It just helps me to have a placeholder. I don't have any x squared term, but I'm just going to fill in a 0x squared. You do the same thing, Mr.
I do.
Just helps me keep things lined up. I still have my negative 3x and my negative 1. There I go. So now I'm thinking, what times x gives me 2x cubed?
2x squared.
2x squared, and again, I like to keep things lined up, so I'm going to write my x squared right above this x squared. 2x squared. The next step, multiply. 2x squared times x. What's that give me?
2x to the third.
Sammy, you're not helping me out. 2x cubed. 2x squared times 2.
4x squared.
Thank you. 4x squared. Next up, Maya.
Subtract.
Yeah, thanks, Maya. Okay. So I'm going to subtract 2x cubed minus 2x cubed.
0.
0. 0x squared. This is a little funny. 0x squared minus 4x squared.
Negative 4.
Negative 4x squared. I actually like to bring down everybody else, so that's negative 3x, negative 1. I know, Miss Stewart, you just bring down the next term, but I bring everybody down. Otherwise, I
right.
can't line things up and it gets me kooky.
That's right. Well, we don't want to make you kooky, Mr.
I don't want to
Fox.
get kooky. Do the same thing again. So now I'm thinking, what times x gives me negative 4x squared? Want to help me on this one?
Negative 4x.
Negative 4x. Again, I would like to line up my x's. So negative 4x times negative x. Negative 4x squared. Negative 4x times 2.
Negative 8x.
Negative 8x. Oh, that's fabulous. Okay. I'm going to subtract.
0.
Negative 4x squared minus 4. This better come out to 0 or you did something wrong. That's 0. Negative 3x minus a minus 8x. That's like plus 8x. What does that give me?
5x.
Terrific. 5x. Bring down the last guy. One more time. What times x gives me 5x?
5.
5. Multiply one more time. So I have 5 times x. 5x. 5 times 2.
10.
10. One more subtraction. 0. Minus 11. And you remember what to do with that minus 11? That's really my remainder. And by the way, I know that I'm done because x does not go into 11. I don't have any x's left. So how should I write this? Let's see. I have 2x squared minus 4x plus 5. And my remainder I'm going to write as plus, I know this is a little bit funny, but negative 11 over the thing that I'm dividing by. So x plus 2. So just one more point about this. I mean, I don't want there to be any big mystery. We'll tell you more about what's happening with this later on. But I just want to be clear, when you actually do this division, this guy divided by this guy, I'm expressing it in this form, but this is really an equivalent equation. If you stuck this in your calculator, it would be exactly the same as that. Try it. Stick them both in your calculator. This, they're the exact same function. This is just written in a different form. It tells you a little bit more about what the function looks like.